Hey everybody, today I'm going to be teaching you about keyframing. Now what keyframing is, it's kind of like basic animation to any photo. For example, here we have this wonderful PNG of this bunny. Since this is PNG, it has a transparent background. The transparency lets it kind of like blend in with the background. What we can do here is show the transform, and we can edit the scale, which makes it bigger or smaller, the position to where it's to the left or to the right, that's the x-axis, or up and down, which is the y, and the anchor point. What the anchor point is where it actually begins with. So if I wanted to go right here, if I wanted to twist it over with the keyframe, it will twist on that anchor point. Now we're not gonna mess with anchor points today because that is too advanced. Today we're just going to be doing basic keyframing. So let's zoom in on our timeline here. Let's go to the beginning frame of this picture. Now, frame by frame is very important. You can go frame by pushing your arrow keys. You want the exact frame of where and what you want to animate. For this example, I want to animate this part, the very first frame of this picture, to the very end of this picture, which is would be either this one, depending on how you're going to edit it, or the one where it's gone. For me, it's going to be right here. So let's get to that first frame. Now, before you start adding your effects, you want it to be where you want to start it with. So say I want the rabbit to start off screen and pop open over here and just slide across the screen. So I can do that. Since it's already on the position negative 1937.9, it'll start there. And I can there's multiple ways I can do this. The most basic way is just add the keyframe there, go to the frame I want it to end, and then just drag it to where I want it to end. Now I'm just, for this one, it'll feel like you want to drag the mouse left to right. For it, you want to drag it up and down. Doing that will automatically set a second keyframe to where the movement was. So if we go back and play it back, it's moving. That's a basic keyframe. Or if you want to do a little more complicated one, you can go frame by frame. So say I want to start it right here, add a keyframe there, go a couple frames, Now he's bigger at this scale. And a big thing that not people know about keyframing is that you have to set each individual one. Like right there, I just messed up. If I want to edit the position, the rotation, and the scale, I have to individually put a keyframe onto each one. Go a couple frames more. I'm repositioning the position to where it's going to be slightly to the right. Rotate it just a little bit and make it smaller. So from this frame to the beginning frame, all that's gonna happen. Like that. Now, if once we go frame by frame, and it's the frame where we set the keyframes, these orange buttons will be orange instead of gray. The orange ones are where your keyframes are set. So here I have keyframes set right here and right here. Go a couple more frames. Let's say I want to distort it. So each one of these has a separate keyframe. I want to distort the bottom right. I'll set a keyframe here. Go a little bit more. So now the rabbit is at rest just a little bit. So there, we have a keyframe there. So then we'll go just a little bit forward and instead of dragging my mouse, I'm just going to put in a number. I'm going to say 6,000. So now it kind of looks like that. If we go from frame to frame and play it back, it's going to stretch like that in a matter of frames. So that's the basics of keyframing. Feel free to experiment with however you want to do your frames. And that's it. Well, thanks for watching.